Genesis verse 2:1 of the Hebrew Bible literally says the sky and the land Saba, which is a Hebrew word which means became one. Therefore, it says the sky and the land became one. In a second optional meaning, the verse might be saying, for Mother Thousand, Saba was delegated over water and land. Or finally, it might also be saying, Thousand Mother hindered water and land by the delegate of Saba. In Amharic, the word Saba, which is a Hebrew word without vowel, gives multiple meanings. It gives multiple meanings of 70, became fat, to pull or sainted mountain. And lastly, it can also be name of a person Saba, because according to Ethiopian tradition, Saba is the name of the Queen of Sheba who had a relationship with King Solomon. If the verse is saying God created land and water so that life or man will be nurtured, then the right meaning of the word Saba becomes he grows fat or he thrives. If we take the word Saba to mean 7 or 70, then the verse might be saying God made the land and water in 7 or 70 days. Because in Hebrew, Saba means 7, while in Amharic, Saba means 70, and Sabbath means 7. The last meaning of the word Saba, to pull, becomes appropriate if the verse is saying the land and water draws man or life to it. On the book of Numbers, verse 145, it surprisingly says, yes, from for allowed, son of Israel, for house father, offering 20 bread or year, yes, middle or swear, from for, of hers Saba by Israel. Yes, from for allowed 610,000, yes, 300,000, yes, 550. Some people are confused whether the name Saba represents a person, people, or a nation. But as said earlier, the word Saba first appeared on Genesis verse 2:1, together with other words having a meaning of God, sky, delegate, thousand mother, water, and land. The word might also be indicating to Saba, who was son of Cush. Then on the next verse, it mentions the word Sheba, with words having a meaning of God, angel, message, mother, swear speed, tied up and engaged, and also probably indicating to the daughter of Ramah, who in turn was the son of Cush. Then on Genesis verse 10:7, the word Saba and Sheba appear as the names of one of Cush's child and grandchild, respectively. Out of the 6 children of Cush, 3 of the children's names begins with the word Saba. The first child's name is written as Saba, which in Amharic literally means pulled, became fat, or 70. Then the third child's name appears as Sabataha, which literally means 7 first, pulled from first, or fattened from first. And the fifth child's name, Sabataka'a, which literally means Saba replaced or 7 from. The word Sheba after appearing with different letters and having different meanings, it comes as the names of one of Cush's grandchild. The great granddaughter of Shem, that is the daughter of Joktan, and the granddaughter of Abraham, that is daughter of Jokshan. On Genesis verse 10:7, 10:28, and verse 25:3 respectively. The Hebrew Bible says both Noah's mother and Cush's daughter were from Sheba, both named Saba, and that they both went out of Sheba after they got married. Scholars assume Cush is ancient Ethiopia, but surprisingly, the verse scholars claim as evidence, Isaiah verse 18:1 literally says, land of Hawa or Eve, mother united the river of Cush, which seems to indicate to the place where the Nile rivers unite in Sudan, or it seems to indicate to the united area in which the Nile rivers flow, which could be the current day some part of East Sudan and West Ethiopia. Also, Isaiah verse 43:3 literally says, Yahweh, the righteous God of Israel, Mother Thousand, comes lady from fruit Mizraim. Cush, yes, Saba, whereof from, indicating that Saba was a fruit of Mizraim and Cush. In other words, it seems to be saying Saba was the daughter of Mizraim and Cush. But scholars saying that Cush is Ethiopia, they never say that Saba and his other children are also Ethiopian. They say they are Middle Eastern, or they say they are Yemenis. But even though that his children went out of Cush or Ethiopia, or current day Sudan and Ethiopia, his children are also Ethiopian. Their origin is from Ethiopia or from Sudan. Therefore, even though that they went to the Middle East or to Yemen, that doesn't mean that their origin is also from the Middle East or Yemen. Their origin is from Africa, from Ethiopia, from Sudan. Then Isaiah's verse 45:12 and 14 indicates that the son of Saba was in turn sent to the land of Adam as a delegate, uniting the people of Mizraim, Sahara, Cush, and Saba. The verses mentioned list countries in Africa. In addition, since the first Saba was sent from Cush, that is Africa, to the Middle East, Saba as a name of place, not as a name of people, but as a name of place, represents an area in the Middle East, but their origin is from Africa, from Cush, and from Mizraim, which is Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia. And sadly, during the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 AD, which scholars say that after the destruction of the First Temple in 586 BC in Jerusalem, the Second Temple was built in 538 BC by Jews who returned from Babylon. But during the First Roman-Jewish War in 66th century AD, the Romans reoccupied Jerusalem and destroyed the Second Temple, with only a portion of the western wall remaining, though recent archaeological discoveries date it to later periods. On the New Testament, the Hebrew version of Matthew verse 22 6 to 8 literally says, Water come Sher, or Israel, here bandaged, spirited out 1,000 years. You strangers, yes, of deceived, yes, mother accursed, yes, punished, king, yes, agreed Saba, dislodged of, yes, who angry or mad, you her mother forgotten, first here her first mother. Yes, you city broke off or destroy by wish. What order here Amere, present, angry or stranger, ha come first where, come mother from come. Yes, truth, raweha, for here yes of mother for. Therefore, it's saying that the people of Saba, the Sabas, they were dislodged from Israel. They were pushed out of Jerusalem. They were pushed out of Israel and also killed, because today there is no people who claim that they are Saba. Therefore, the Saba people, they no more exist. They might have been killed off by the Roman empires, and the rest, they might have been pushed out to the area near Israel. But they might have been assimilated by the Arabs and consecutive invaders or colonialists during the Muslim religion and also the Ottoman Turks. Therefore, they were killed during the Roman empires, and maybe some of them pushed out of Israel, but they were assimilated into the Arab people. Therefore, today there is no people who claim to be Saba, and that is sad. That is really sad. So this is what the Hebrew Bible says about the Saba people. Please comment and also share and subscribe.